Hey, everybody, welcome to Mornings with Loretta. So, in an era where bullying and isolation and youth mental health challenges are on the rise, the Choose Kindness Project stands as a beacon of hope and support. And we have Dr. Yalda Uhls with us, and she is so amazing. I've done a lot of research. I'm not going to waste time with that. I want to jump into this conversation about the Choose Kindness Project. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Loretta, for having me.
So let's just start there. Tell us about the Choose Kindness Project and why it was established.
So, the Choose Kindness Project was established to combat bullying, but also to promote kindness and compassion towards all different kinds of people, all races, genders, sexual orientation, and ultimately to support the mental health and well being of our today's youth in America. What it is it's an alliance of the leading organizations in the United States that create resources. There's, 20 to 30 organizations in our alliance. All of them have resources to support different kinds of groups, and also for parents, for educators. And what Choose Kindness did is brought them all together, and we created a resource for parents, educators, coaches, all in one place, so you don't have to go all over searching for them.
Yes, that's one of my favorite things about it is the parent book and the toolkit, and we're going to talk more about that. But we all have heard, and maybe we haven't heard the update, but I know those statistics are so alarming these days with social media, just more access to more people around the world, and this prevalence of bullying and its impact on the mental health of youth in America. Can you talk about that for us for a couple minutes?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of young people, we did research, a third of them said they've been bullied. Sometimes you hear a lot higher, sometimes you hear lower. But, a third is a lot, and the impacts are lasting. And, social media has certainly meant that when someone bullies you, it's rare that young people are bullied blindly from someone they've never met. Usually they're bullied from someone in their environment, in their in-person environment. But what happens is they get bullied at school, they go home, and they're still bullied because they've got phones. So someone's like texting them or posting on social media, and then everybody else sees, they share it. So the effects can be very damaging and long lasting.
And it's too much access to me, especially we haven't given them the tools. And sometimes adults we still don't have the tools, especially I think women, we're so vulnerable when it comes to that. But bullying in schools, and I got so many questions on this, Dr. Yalda. You just do not understand how passionate and compassionate I am about this. So the Choose Kindness Project developed unique resources in response to these findings. Could you provide some information about the newly released Parent Playbook and the Educator and Coach Toolkit?
So on the site, the choosekindnessproject.org, you can go to download these or put them on your iPad or wherever you want them. And you basically, there are 3 parenting playbooks, and they talk about what is bullying, because everyone can be mean sometimes. Bullying is a pattern of repeated behavior, imbalance of power. So, first, how do you identify it? How do you talk about it? How does it show up in your kid's life? Maybe they're not telling you, but we give you some instances where you might be able to recognize your child's being bullied. Then we give you talking points to talk to your child, also how to calm yourself down and center yourself so you can have an intentional conversation with your child. Then we talk to you about how to talk about it with the school. We advise you don't escalate it, that you go to your child first, and you don't call the school immediately and say it's their fault, or call the parents, or take away their phone. Taking away their phone is actually a really not a good thing to do. I'm not saying you can't never take it away, but if you do this in response to someone bullying them, you're taking away their ability to connect to friends that might support them.
Yeah. And so you said a lot that I want to address, especially about parents not escalating the situation. You gave some really good examples of how this happens, but we need these tools. We need these resources, because the worst thing you could do is say to me something about my child, right?
Yeah.
I'm calm and pleasant, rose-colored glasses until it comes to them.
Yeah.
And so I could have used some of those tools, but thank God when my children were coming up, I don't know if they were bullied, and I'm pretty sure they weren't bullying anyone. They may have, did the thing of checking and talking about each other, but it was mutual, I believe. But now, because children are so hurt, and what do they say? Hurt people, right? So I think if we can help the parents kind of de-escalate it, I think that's going to make a profound difference in those staggering numbers that we see. So how do these toolkits address specific challenges of bullying and youth mental health? Can you pinpoint a couple and then kind of walk us through what the findings were and how we can de-escalate it?
Well, I mean, a lot is in there, so it's free. I would urge you to go to the website, download it. But,
Mm-hmm.
speaking about parents, I mean, it's hard to be a parent. I'm a parent, um, 2 children. They're a little bit older now, but boy, it is really hard. You are busy, you are doing all sorts of things. You want to protect your child. So having compassion for yourself is something we have in there. And giving yourself, and I know I need to take care of myself first so I can then take care of others. And we don't do that often, especially us mothers. We want to like take care of everybody else and we take care of our
First.
own needs. So you got to take care of your own needs, and then you've got to give yourself time and space to be a responsible and protective and loving parent. But no, you don't have to do that 24/7. You need space too. So that's one of the key pieces in there, so that you don't escalate, that you don't get all stressed out, that you don't make it worse for your child.
Make it worse for them, and then which ultimately makes it worse for you. And then we seem to make decisions in the moment when everything is heated, is new, it's just happened, and we have that fight or flight thing with our adrenaline and hormones. So we tend to overreact. So I love how you said if we take care of ourselves and we choose kindness for ourselves as well as our children,
Yeah.
I think that would be very impactful. And so October is National Bullying Prevention Month. So let me ask you this. So what impact do you hope these toolkits will have on promoting a culture, an entire culture of kindness and understanding amongst students and parents?
Well, first of all, October is, bullying prevention month, but we need to do this year round. Let's be
Yes,
clear. October is when we're getting attention to it, but
absolutely.
we should be talking about kindness, and we should be talking about
Every
standing up
day.
for others every single day. And these resources are available every single day. So we're not taking them off after October. Ultimately, I just hope that, intent, and already this generation is actually, I believe, very much kinder. There's a survey out there that says, the majority of them want to have community, and only 10% of them say they want to be rich when they grow up. So this generation is actually probably kinder than ours. And you see it on TV, right? There's so many people modeling really bullying behavior and negative behavior, and hopefully, if parents are involved in supporting their children, and their children can pick up on, and they're modeling it, they're showing it themselves, we'll build a culture of kindness, we'll build a culture of compassion. We don't all have to agree with one another, but we have to learn how to communicate with kindness.
And that is rule number one for everybody, rich or poor, black or white, however you believe spiritually, that's your business. But everybody can choose kindness, to be kind. It is easy. It is easy. If you think being mean is easy, well, choosing kindness is even easier. So where can we go for more information and to download that kit? I know you told us, but can you tell us again?
Yeah, please go to thechoosekindnessproject.org to get the toolkit. It's free. There are playbooks. We make it easy for you. We hope it'll be useful. Let us know.
Absolutely. It's already helpful just knowing that it's available. And then the caveat is it's free. It is
That's right.
free. It
Free.
is free. And it's on every mobile device, every device you can think of. Dr. Yalda, thank you so much for being our guest. And I hope you'll come back. And I'm definitely going to choose kindness every
Oh,
day.
I
And
love
we're
it.
going to
Thank you
do,
so much, Loretta.
yes, thank you. I'm so
Okay.
glad that you said, October is National Bullying Prevention Month, but we do need to make sure we address this every day, every day.
Thank you.
So thank you
Thanks
for
for
the work
having
you
me.
do. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Dr. Yalda has to go, but let me tell you about Dr. Yalda. I'm telling you, when I say she is the woman for the job. So the Choose Kindness Project collaborated with top experts, including Dr. Yalda Uhls of the Center for Scholars and Storytellers at UCLA, to develop the Parent Playbooks and an Educator and Coach Toolkit. Dr. Uhls will be available during a whole tour this year. So if you want to invite her out, please feel free to do that. And let me just share these numbers. They said that more than 1/3 of teens have reported being bullied in the past year. We're not even talking about 2 years ago or last year or last Christmas. We're saying that more than 1/3 of teens reported being bullied in the past year. And this is according to the Choose Kindness Project survey conducted by Ipsos. So with significantly higher rates for some groups. So there were some groups that reported more bullying. So the survey also found that bullying happens in different places, but is most frequently reported at school. So if you have a child who does not want to go to school, and I'm not saying this is the case, but sometimes it's not because the work is hard or they just hate learning. Sometimes it's because somebody is bullying them. So check into it. And of those bullied, 65% say bullying has had an impact on their mental health, their confidence, while 1 in 3 parents do not feel they have the resources to deal with bullying. So there's help for that now. There is this Parent Playbook, and then there is a toolkit for teachers and coaches. And I'm going to look at it too as a parent. I have coached and I am a business coach, but I'm telling you, we need tools and resources so that we can help address bullying and help build a culture of kindness, empathy, and understanding. So if we want a better world, how about it starts with us? Everything starts with us, and it ends with us as parents and as people that are concerned. So let's choose kindness, everybody. We have another segment coming up, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Your life makes a difference.